Posso chiedere adesso se Joel, che è il regista della coppia, scrive quando lavorano insieme un ruolo femminile pensando a Fran, ovvero se invece scrive un ruolo e poi Fran fa magari un provino e lo interpreta.
I'm sorry, I missed the on the first movie? Oh, well, you know, yeah, on the first movie, obviously we didn't know Fran, but every subsequent movie that we've done that Fran has been in was written with Fran in mind, with imagining Fran in the part. You know, it's something we do, not just with Fran, but we've done with a number of other actors as well, but certainly all of the other subsequent parts that you did. We were thinking about you when we wrote the part.
And hopefully they're thinking about me now.
Ci sono delle domande dalla sala? Perché questo è il vostro momento, quindi
prego.
Ecco, prego.
Chiara Ugolini, Repubblica.it. Visto che abbiamo parlato dell'inizio della vostra collaborazione, della vostra relazione, ero curiosa di sapere, siccome nelle vostre biografie, almeno su Wikipedia, si racconta di un periodo in cui voi avete convissuto insieme ad altri artisti, Holly Hunter che avete nominato, Sam Raimi, in una casa nel Bronx. Ero curiosa di sapere qualcosa di quel periodo, ovviamente anche dal punto di vista artistico.
Yeah, it's become conflated. There's so many different stories about our younger lives together. And in fact, Joel just got it wrong because I wasn't roommates with Holly at the time. I was roommates with Vitalto Suruginis down the road, down the street, and who was best friends with Holly's boyfriend. So we got, yeah. Anyway, that house in Los Angeles, yeah, we lived with Sam Raimi, Joel, Ethan, and myself rented it together. Then at one point, Kathy Bates and her boyfriend Tony lived there. At one point, Sam's brother Ivan lived there, and then Holly lived there. It was a really good house. And recently, I have a friend, another actor friend, who went there for dinner one night, and his actor friend said, Joel and Ethan Coen used to live here. So it's continuing the tradition. But you know what? That just was because we were all poor and needed lots of roommates. It wasn't necessarily because we were all artists living together. Do you know what I mean?
So you've done so many portrayals of marriages in your career, and I remember talking about you. Hi, over here.
Where?
Over here, front, right. Hi. Talking, when you were promoting Olive Kitteridge, for example, you were talking about you had so much experience with marriages. You know, you've done really good marriages in Fargo, really bad marriages in Olive Kitteridge. I was wondering.
Hey now, they had a really good marriage.
Really good marriages in Olive Kitteridge. So I was wondering if you could both share what your secrets are to having a great marriage in real life. You said you had such a good marriage in real life.
Well, you'd have to ask Fran. I don't make movies about marriages. That's Fran.
No, but in real life, what your secret is to a happy marriage.
Don't feel any pressure, darling.
Yes. I'm really going to have to take the Fifth Amendment on that. I'm sitting next to my wife. Why don't you take that, Fred?
Well, I will, honey. Having stories to tell each other, not the same stories, that's really important. I think that one of the keys to our relationship over 32 years is that we've had really autonomous lives professionally, and so we come back together and have a lot to talk about. I think that the most consistent time that we've spent living in the same place and concentrating on the same thing was the last 21 years with our son. And he was the most exciting part of our marriage together, and now we're entering in a whole new place that's just as exciting. And he kind of prepared us for the next thing. We've had like three different decades of our marriage. There was the first 10 years where we worked together, worked separately, and then there was the last 20 where we raised our son, and now we're starting to work differently because our son is now away from home. So we're getting all these different, that's the great thing about being in a relationship that long. And that's what I loved about the storytelling of Olive Kittredge, was seeing a whole arc, a long arc of a relationship.